Hi everyone, my name is Denarius Lewis, local motivational speaker here in the Minneapolis, Minnesota area, author of Power of the Subconscious Mind. You can grab the book below by clicking the link. The topic I want to talk about today is refusing to settle. Now, for those who don't know my background, I graduated high school, Burnsville, Minnesota, went to 3 colleges in 3 years, Iowa Central Community College, Sierra Nevada College in Lake Tahoe, and also St. Cloud State University. I left school to start my passion, which is building businesses and also starting businesses for those who are in aspiration of defining more than where they're currently at. And so before I started to do all these different things and started building businesses and wearing hats and writing books, I was an employee. And I was not happy in the job that I was working and all these different hats I was putting on for society. I was working dead-end jobs. I was at one point a debt collector. And when I started to really understand the scale of what debt looks like in life and the risk that many people take by going to college and getting a job and hopefully getting a degree with that job, and those things at times are changing and at times it's not really working out. And so when I started to really build my perception behind what that looked like, I left school, started my business, and started to really network with like-minded individuals. And one thing I want to express to those is refuse to settle. Because at times our situations limit us because of our viewpoints of where we're at, either it's financially, spiritually, we're in relationships. And if you're unhappy, you have to at least be authentic and real to yourself and say that, hey, this is why I'm unhappy and this is where I want to go because of why I'm not happy. Now, if you can build contentment, you become a person who settles. And for those who are settled, those who are experiencing that experience that they're having in life, that they've settled, that they're not happy, that they're living paycheck to paycheck, that there has to be more. I'm here to tell you that there is completely more out there for you. But for you to find that more, you have to find it within yourself. Now, for me to find my more in life, I continue to work dead-end jobs. I continue to be around people that I didn't want to be around. Going to a job that I hated going around people that didn't value me for my character, or again, going to a place that drained me on a daily basis, it wasn't worth the dollars I was getting paid. It wasn't worth that hourly paycheck. And I've worked those jobs that have made over $40,000, $50,000 a year in the good corporateness. Again, it wasn't me. It was me putting on a hat to just make ends meet. And when you just put on a hat to make ends meet, you're starting to settle. You're building contentment. You're not really pursuing your dreams. And my dream was really to be an entrepreneur, to meet new people. I like meeting people. That's my passion. I love meeting like-minded individuals. And for me to really define where I wanted to go, I had to say, hey, I'm sick of settling. I'm unhappy. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then I started to write. I started to speak and I started to tell my story from a very authentic measure. And then my life started to change. My friends started to change. My age group of friends also dramatically changed. I went from hanging out with friends around my own age, 24, 25, to hanging out with individuals over 40, 50, and 60. And I started to gain a lot of wisdom from these individuals who had the network that I was seeking. They had the happy families that I also was seeking. And they just had something that I felt that I was missing. And when I was feeling that I was missing something, I was realizing I was telling myself a story. And when I was telling myself a story, it was my story of why I'm at where I'm at. Whether it was financial, whether it's because of my failing relationships, whether it's because of the cars that I was getting, whatever the story I had, I was making an excuse to why I felt that I was there, but I didn't realize that I had just settled on that story. We can always recreate our life.